Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we have finally got iGPUs working on Proxmox. So today I'm going to be showing you how to get it working. So this specific iGPU is the Intel HD Graphics 4600 on the i5 4590T. So we want obviously to set up a Monterey or Ventura virtual machine, which I've done, and set all the correct parameters. Once you've done that, if we go to hardware, you can see I passed through two PCI devices. The first one is the actual graphics controller, so you can see here, integrated graphics controller. The other one is the HD audio controller for that graphics card, which is the HD audio controller. Once you've done that, you want to go to console and obviously start up the virtual machine. All we're going to need to do is set up some arguments for this virtual machine. So to do this, we're obviously going to need OpenCore configurator. Similar to anything to do with Hackintosh, you're going to need OpenCore configurator. So we're going to boot up the macOS VM, and then we are going to actually set the arguments, and that's pretty much it. You don't need to use OCLP or anything. It should just work. So basically, let's do that, and then we're ready to proceed to see if it works. So we're on the macOS desktop, and we've got OpenCore configurator here, so we're going to open that. If you use the getting started guide with the template, you should have that in your tools folder. So we're going to go to tools at the top, mount EFI, mount that partition, enter your password, open it, double click into EFI, then double click into OC, and then config.plist, right click, open with OpenCore configurator. Once that's open, you want to go to device properties, and then basically what we're going to do is go to that list of PCI devices at the bottom and select the VGA compatible controller. Just before I carry on, if we go to about this Mac and then system report, you'll see that it does detect that it's an Intel chip on graphics and displays, but we don't have a text, but we can fix that. So now that we've got this open, you want to remove all these with the minus button until we have a blank sheet, and then click add 5 times. Then on key, you're going to do the following. So I'm going to open up this readme file that will be in the description where you can download. Once I get all this off my screen, and basically we're going to copy and paste all of these in. So on the left is the key, in the middle is the value, and then on the right is the number or the data type. So we're just going to copy and paste them in. I recommend just doing all the left side first and then the right side, just to make it a bit easier for yourself. Basically what this is doing, it's telling macOS it spoofs the video card that allows it to work, which is quite cool, and it steals the memory from the CPU as well to get that to work. You can see I've done the left side, so I'm moving on to the middle, which is the value section, and then the next one. It's a very painstaking process, but once you've done it once, it's fine. So it's the same value for both of these, so I'm going to copy and paste that in. And then finally the last one, and that's it. That's all we're going to do. So we'll go to file, save, and then I just want you to reboot. Also, just before we reboot, actually, go to system preferences, sharing, and then enable screen sharing. this will allow us to actually see the iGPU and the output of it, because we haven't got it working on primary GPU yet. If you would like to become a tester of that, please do let us know in Discord and we'll have a chat about it. So if I restart now, pretty simple. You can see it's rebooting. But once we start booting again back into macOS, you'll notice that we'll just get a black screen. So we'll be fine for this point of the loading process, but when it actually goes onto the rescaling of resolution, we won't get a image. So can you see this part here? If I go off console and go back onto it, you can see it's just a black screen. For that, we just need to go onto a VNC client, which I've done here, and basically we want to just create a VNC of that IP address that we took a picture of. Once we've got that, I need to just change it here. We'll get a loading screen, and then we'll be in the actual VNC session. So let me just do that. So you can see when I connected, and we have the login page. So if you enter our password, you can see already things are looking clear within the client. I do not recommend using VNC for actually using this system. I recommend something like AnyDesk or TeamViewer, as VNC is quite slow. But you can see now that we have full graphics acceleration. So if I go to system preferences, if it looks slow on this, it's not that slow in real life. It's because I'm doing this over the internet, because this is my server. Set it to 1080p. It will kick me back out to the login screen usually, but once that's done, as you can see, 1080p here. If I just full screen that, you can see that if we do go to system preferences, to about this Mac, we'd still only get 7 megabytes of memory. If we go to system report, then go on graphics displays, you can see that we have Iris Pro graphics, even though there's no Iris Pro. You can see it's got 1.5 gigs of VRAM and it's supported through Metal. So hopefully yours works. If it doesn't, please obviously create a help post in the Discord. But that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.